All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. And salutation and much love to you, Akim, out there pushing out his word in truth and sincerity. And this is the brother Ash from Great Millstone, Tampa, back with another lesson. Lord's will is edifying to the hopeful elect, and it's going to be on the mark of the beast. Just some articles I come across, and let's get into it. We'll start in Revelation 3:10. It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon earth." All right, and this is quickly approaching, which again, the mark of the beast is going to be that ultimate hour of temptation, which, I was speaking with brothers last night. That's not going to be the end of it, but that's going to be that main test. Because let's say you don't take the chip, but you might, obviously you're not going to be able to buy food. But what if you you haven't ate in 3 days, and all of a sudden you run into some spam or some pork baked beans? You're going to eat it? So as the scriptures say, which let's get that, Mark 13:13, it says, and you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So you have to endure to the end, not just, of course you got to overcome that hour of temptation and not receive that mark. It's like you, but you have to also continue after that and hold on to your faith. But because everything is going to be centered around this mark of the beast, as far as society, from your digital passports to digital ID, your medical records, buying and selling, of course, the financial system, everything, tracing, everything is going to be attached to this implantable device that they plan on bringing out soon. But let's go to the word temptation, and then I'll bring out these articles I got. Revelation 3. So Revelation 3:10 in the NLT reads, "Because you have obeyed my command to preserve, I will protect you from the great time of testing that will come upon the whole world to test those who belong to this world." So you have to endure, okay? And trust in Yahweh Shai Shai that somehow, some way, you will be fed. So don't fall for the temptation. Don't fall for that receiving the mark. All right, don't fall for eating the abomination just because you're hungry. You haven't eaten in a couple of days. Trust in the Lord, and He's going to provide for you. The Lord said that my servant shall eat. So you either believe that or you don't. So let's get the word here for temptation. Periasmos.
Strong's G 3986.
Pyrosmas. It says an experiment. And what is the experiment going to be? Well, it's going to be chipping everybody. And they've been doing trials of this experiment, let's say attempt trial, proving. They've been doing test runs, so to say, with the jump shot. What's been going on for the last couple of years. It says trial. Yeah, it's a trial of your faith. It says proving that you're going to have to prove your faith. It says the trial of man's fidelity, integrity, virtue, constancy, and enticement to sin. That enticement is going to be your ass is hungry, and Esau is going to come with a solution. There's war, there's chaos, and he's going to present this solution, and it's going to be the mark. Because he's going to. What are you afraid of? Are you a terrorist? What are you afraid of? You're afraid of people monitoring you? Well, you must be the enemy then. Or you're hungry. Again, you're not going to be able to buy. You're not going to be able to sell. You're not going to be able to work. So you're not going to be able to have access to anything anymore. Running water, okay, AC, heat. All that's going to be shut down if you don't have this mark. It says, whether arising from the desires or from the outward circumstances. And the outward circumstances is going to be the great tribulation the Lord is bringing. Beginning with Jacob's trouble. And then Esau is going to bring in this chip in the midst of chaos, and he's going to present it as a safety. Oh, this is convenient and safety, for your safety. And like we know the scriptures say, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall come upon them. Adversary, affliction, trouble sent by God and serving to test or prove one's character, faith, holiness. The Lord is going to test who truly believes in him. It's not just about going out there and screaming at people, all right, and calling the white man the devil. You're going to have to walk the walk now. And you truly believe it when your kids is hungry as hell and you can't eat, you haven't eaten in 3 days, what you going to do? Or you haven't eaten in a week? A solid meal, okay? But that was the point I wanted. So let's go into this, just to show you where this world is headed. Because again, at this point, it's evident what the mark of the beast is. Because all these changes that are happening with the currency system, you don't think it's written in the scriptures? Well, it is, because that's going to be through the mark of the beast is going to be how you're going to be able to deal in this new digital currency. That's plain and evident. People are already using chips to buy and sell. So it's not rocket science, man. Verse 6, Revelation 13:16, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So if you don't have the mark of the beast, you won't be able to partake in buying and selling, which is commerce, whether it be e-commerce or trade, whether it be commerce in person at the store. What do you need? You need currency to buy. And how's the new currency coming? Well, it's coming digital. And so here it is. This is a website, cointelegraph.com. UK Bitcoin community reacts to incoming CBDC and digital pound rollout. So this is happening in the UK. Okay. And it's happening everywhere, really. But who's the main one's going to be pushing it? It's going to be the beast, because it's the mark of the beast. And these are the nations that consist of the beast. The UK, okay, that's part of the beast. That's what was, matter of fact, one of the heads, okay, one of the 7 heads. It says, let me scroll down here. I'm not gonna read the whole article. I just want to bring this out because it's showing you that the central bank digital currency is here, digital money. So you're gonna have to use digital money to buy anything. So this is clearly linked to the mark of the beast. Okay. Where is it? It says, indeed, the move toward digital pound matches the trend among central banks worldwide to explore the potential of CBDCs. In Europe, the European Central Bank has been actively studying the future of digital euro, and several countries, including Sweden and Denmark, are also exploring their own digital currency. CBDCs claim to offer a number of benefits, including improved financial inclusion, reduced costs for business and consumers, and increased security and efficiency in the payment system. So there you go. There's the convenience of it. It goes on to name a couple other countries. El Salvador, 70% of its unbanked population able to use Bitcoin as legal tender. And soon you're not going to have all this access unless you take the chip. You're not going to be able to use your phone no more. Because what if you stole that phone? That's the point I really wanted on that. This is not going to be too long video. There's another one here on popularscience.com. The U.S. government just teased, and this is from last year, August 31, 2022, says the U.S. government just teased its instant payment system for 2023. The Federal Reserve's major project is now expected to arrive between May and July of next year. So, hey, this is quickly approaching, man. This digital currency, instant payment systems are coming. And there's not going to be no more credit cards. There ain't going to be no more Apple Pay, Samsung. It's going to it's going to come down to you need this digital currency or that digital currency, whatever they do, but it's going to only be used through this chip. And if you don't have that chip, you won't be able to be verified. They need to be able to identify you. And what's this? Whose money is this? Where is it going? And that's this new system. Esau wants to be as the Most High. All right. And 2 Thessalonians tells you that. What is that? Isaiah 14 or 13 tells you that as well. He sets himself up as the Most High. All right. But so they're talking about a couple different things. Instant digital payments and CBDCs as well. But it's all the same. Whatever they call it, it doesn't matter. Okay, the benefits of instant payments, and the instant payment is going to be tap and go. You don't need no more cars. You don't need the phone. You're gonna it's the capability will be in you. All right, this nigga's doing the biohacking. All right, making people cyborgs or transhuman. It says the benefits of instant payments are increasingly important to consumers and businesses, and the ability to provide the service will be critical for financial institutions to remain competitive. Explained Ken Montgomery, Federal Reserve Bank of Boston first vice president and FedNow service program executive, in this week's statement. Yeah, and that's why they've been conditioning you with these debit cards and whatnot, so you can get used to the digital transactions. That's why they got the tapless payments now. Says consumers have already have numerous digital transaction systems, both banks and third-party businesses available to them. So it's already been introduced and been conditioning the people. But here it says, so supporters also cite its potential to reduce many people's long-standing reliance on predatory payday loans and provide the government with a means to issue direct payments. So if they have the means to issue you direct payment, that means they're going to have the means to cancel you as well. If you buck up against them, they'll freeze your account. You can do that now. They can literally freeze your bank account. It's going to be even easier when they have total control over your payments, digital currency. It's like you can't stash away cash anymore. So even if your bank gets seized, you can't use, you would go and use your cash. But now you won't be able to do that. Total control. With means to issue direct payments to citizens in times of economic or environmental crisis. So see, this is another play they're going to go on. Oh, we're in economic crisis or environmental crisis. So we're going to need to issue you these payments. There goes the the UBI, Universal Basic Income. It says, for instance, the Fed would have been able to send immediate C-19 stimulus payments to millions of Americans last year instead of sending out physical checks or delaying the process by going through private banks. See? So they're getting rid of these private banks, and it's going to be digital currency, and it's all going to be tied to the world central banks. All right. It says those. So again, convenience in the time of crisis. They need to be able to send you money. Okay. And they're gonna be also able to prevent you from partaking in society with this digital currency, which is going to be used with, is going to be able to be, the digital currency is going to be only accessed through this chip, this implantable payment device that I've done countless videos on. All right. So that's pretty much the point on this. But here's another thing that brothers have been going into. Microchipping mandatory for all Houston dogs starts in February 1st. So, which they use this to trace them or identify the animals. So it's going to be the same thing for you. They're going to make it mandatory one day, and it's going to be used not only for buying and selling, which specifically that's what the scriptures pointed out as, but it's going to be able to identify you. Just like, the digital IDs they're unrolling, the digital passports, the digital V cards, if you got the jump shot or not. Your medical rate, all of that's going to be digital, and it's going to be accessible at the scan, and that's it. Just scan your hand, and that's it. And just like, and again, for identification, like they find a lost dog or something, they can scan the dog, and it'll be found, right? Well, if you like police pull up on you now, and they ask you to identify yourself, and you tell them to fuck off, well, then you can tell them a fake name. And they can pat you down if you check for a wallet. But what if you don't have a wallet on you? Then they can't properly identify you. But with a chip, all they would have to do is scan you, and then all the information comes up. All right, so that's the point, though. It's coming, man. It's coming. So with that, Lord's will, this is edifying. Till next time, I say shalom.